With millions of YouTube channels, lovers of the weird, wacky, and what the choose talks a lot entertainment. This is Dick's News US. Hello and welcome to Dick's News US. What is up, my chilly folks? Most of you who are in the United States, at least in Colorado and the northern parts for sure. All of you in Canada, holy shit, it's cold. With wind chill factors at my home right now, it is negative 16 degrees. Without those, it's negative 8. Yay. Super great times. Super great times. That ate up most of my morning. It froze windows shuts and it did all kinds of stupid crap. So lots of fun cold weather everywhere for everyone. But welcome to the promised Florida special. Yay! This stream will definitely highlight how special Florida has been the second week of 2024. And I've got to say, I spent less than one whole week searching for Florida Man articles. And by searching, I mean I was casually browsing Reddit and just grabbed all the ones that showed up. And I got 27 of them that just came up on my feed while I'm scrolling shit. 27 different Florida man, Florida woman, Florida as a place kind of articles that popped up. And they're all crazy. It's literally insane how crazy Florida is as I spit all over the place as like a state. And, you know, I know that all of this stuff is meant to make it, you know, like make people not want to go there or go there to change it and stuff. But honestly, I want to go there to experience Florida as Florida. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I don't want to be like involved in the shit that's going on down there because that's a lot of drugs, but it's like holy shit. Real quick, we'll check out the chat. Nice. That's always fun. Anyway, oh my gosh. So we're going to start this out pretty simple. We'll say hello to people as they come into the chat and whatnot, but we're going to browse the headlines of the 27 articles that I found this week. Hail to Blair to Blair. I told you I'd say hi as they came in. Haha. Hail to Terminus Est. What's up, guys? I have 27 articles about Florida. Yeah. I hope you're ready for this one. Dude, Florida is like seriously crazy place. Anyway, let's start browsing headlines, shall we? Because we've got quite a bit to get through. We've got a lot from the Messenger, by the way. They like to cover Florida. Go figure. Florida woman allegedly attempts to run down school employee in bus drop-off lane, say police. Drunk Florida woman arrested after running into two people near Castillo de San Marcos monument, deputies say. Make sure I'm clicking on the right spots and not just closing them. Florida man horrified when NFTs he bought because Floyd Mayweather told him to crater in value. I'm basically financially crippled. This basically financially crippled me. Terminus S says, Tox told me the other day that he was trying to get you to sing the song about Culture's Gas that I wrote. How's that going? I haven't talked to him about it, so yeah. LOL. Yeah. As soon as I have details, I will absolutely sing a song about Culture's Netherrealm Gas. It's hail to Nate D. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Merritt Island man shoots roommate in face with pellet gun over $10 and a puppy. Deputies say, hail to Landrigan. Yep. Yeah, $10 and a puppy. Man offered $10 for sex to undercover officer, says Sarasota police. $10 and a puppy. $10 for sex. Is that what they're calling it these days down in Florida? Geez. Nate D says, can't stay, but wanted to pop in because I haven't seen you lately. That's because I've been a lazy boob. Yes, sir. And by lazy, I mean shoveling snow a lot and getting myself physically worn out. Anyway, Blair to Blair says, hit that like button. I agree. You should totally do that. Wow. Elderly Pensacola man with cane arrested for trying to rob a bank with a knife. I'm sure he tried to make a quick getaway. Nurse blitz attacked by man with tire iron in Fort Walton Beach Hospital parking lot. That is absolutely terrifying. Damn. Florida man tries to burn deputy's face with meth torch. What? Florida woman hurls mac and cheese and pickled sausages at store owner in wild rampage. It sounds like Florida really embraces the anything can be a weapon mindset. You know what I mean? Florida school district pulls dictionaries and encyclopedias from library over sexual content. Good job. Boop. Florida man hides meth in his butt cheeks after hitting a paraplegic bicyclist. Wow. Orlando tax firm owner who fought to keep Trump off ballots arrested on 33 counts of tax fraud. Irony, yes? No? Maybe so. Which Central Florida county has the highest transmission rate for STDs? We're going to have to take a look at that one for sure. All right. Upset Florida man erupts at Subway over uncut footlong, throws sandwich back at employees. Wow. They're really serious about their food, aren't they? Hail to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Squeakity squeak, my good man. Anyway, man, they really do get upset about their food. Like, damn. Florida man launched into garbage truck during trash pickup gone wrong. I've heard of that happening several times before. Driver didn't realize someone was in the garbage can, as it does happen. Ex-school board member Navarro accused of using $100,000 in district funds to travel and shop. Wow. Landrigan says, couldn't just ask him to cut the sub. Nope. Gotta go over the top. Homeless Florida man arrested for sitting on sidewalk near downtown Orlando. The arrest is the first of its kind under a new ordinance. Wow, you can't even sit on the sidewalk. Gosh. Man 55 arrested again for trying to steal his father's SUV, this time at knife point. More on this in a little bit. These Florida monkeys could give you herpes. Here's where they can be found, in case you're interested. Tampa cop who threatened to detain tow company worker says he'll fight to get his job back. Sweet. Florida man busted creeping through backyards with underwear around his neck. Claims it's just exercise. Florida man scammed government out of thousands of COVID relief funds while in federal prison. Only Florida man could. Florida man Friday. Oh yeah, this one. That's right. If you look here, it says don't do anus fentanyl. Right here it says don't do anus fentanyl. Because Florida man stuffed it in his butt cheeks. But more on that in a little bit. Codeine, 4 Loko found in car of Florida man who fell asleep at a stop sign. Yes, codeine and I believe meth. Meth is a big deal in Florida. Wow. Villager serving jail time on DUI after golf cart strikes a fire hydrant. He doesn't look like the villagers from Minecraft I've ever seen, but I do hear they're doing a live-action movie, so who knows? Well, I mean, he's close. He is close. It's a good casting choice. Good casting choice. Maybe cut back on the drinking a little bit. Now get out of here. Florida man arrested for threatening a racially motivated mass casualty event. FBI agents found white supremacist document propaganda and firearms in the man's home. Well, of course they did. Florida man throws beer can, fires AR-15 rifle after being upset by drivers speeding in his neighborhood. And as you can see from his mugshot, yeah, Florida, where they do it extreme every single day. And yeah, that was literally the last week in Florida, I guess you could say. Yeah. And now we're just going to open this back up, and I'm going to just start closing things. Bloop. Drunk Florida woman runs into two people, and that's old news. Horrified when Mayweather's shit didn't work out. That just sounds like stupid advice. We're going to read through that one for sure. And that one, just to see if they're connected. We should probably check out that one a little bit. Don't really need any of that. That's horrific enough from the headline. I think we're good there. We can check out the pickled sausages assault, Florida school district, and that's dumb political stuff. Hail to radioactive and low-spec Linux laptop. Wonderful to see you. We're definitely going to talk about the meth in the butt cheeks after hitting a paraplegic bicyclist. Don't really care. Which Central Florida county? We're totally covering who has the highest STDs. Like, you can see a little list down there, but we'll see what order they're in, huh? Upset Florida man. Yeah, we already settled this one. He could have just asked to have it cut, but he was arrested and charged with battery instead. When you're not yourself when you're hungry. Should have had a Snickers before you got your Subway sandwich. Launched into garbage truck. Tale as old as time. Corrupt politician. Surprise. Homeless Florida man arrested for sitting on sidewalk. Might take a look at that one. Definitely going to take a look at that one. The herpes monkeys, definitely. Yippee-doo for you. Busted creeping. Yep, we're going to take a little bit of a look at that one. Don't really want to talk about that. We're definitely talking about the anus fentanyl codeine. This guy was whacked out of his mind, and the cops arrested him for DUI. There you go. Villager, again, great casting choice for the live-action Villager, by the way. Serving time on DUI. Well, that will happen. Florida man arrested. Don't really want to talk about that. And we'll probably talk about this just because of how that man looks. Yes. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into the articles full force, hoorah, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. The goal for this year is to gain 30 subs and get to 700. Yes, 700. But the chances are, if you're watching this right now, you're already subscribed. So make sure you share this as well. And tell everybody that we're doing Florida highlights from the last week, the second week of 2024. 27 articles altogether just popped up in my feed. Well, anyway, so a Merritt Island man shoots a roommate in his face with a pellet gun over $10 and a puppy, deputies say. Wow. Merritt Island, Florida, Brevard County man faces charges after he was accused of shooting his roommate in the face with a pellet gun following an argument over money and a dog, according to an affidavit for arrest warrant. Deputies say they contacted the victim at a medical center on the November 14th, 4 days after the fight. Oh, this happened in November 14th? Well, this is fucking old news. Gosh. Anyway, Edwards woke the victim up, demanding he give him back $10 previously given to the victim, or medication and torches. For medication and torches. What kind of medication and torches? Edwards went on and demanded the victim watch his 6-month-old black pit bull puppy, according to deputies. When the victim refused, Edwards became enraged and threatened him with a AR-style automatic pellet gun that he retrieved from his room. Oh boy. Wow. It escalated, moved outside. He began firing the pellet gun into the home, striking the victim in the left knee and chest. The victim taunted Edwards for being a terrible shot, and Edwards put the pellet gun inches from the victim's cheek and shooting him in the face. Wow. That man is like, Florida people are unstable. He was arrested January 6th, then charged with aggravated battery, causing bodily harm, and shooting into or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling. Throwing a deadly missile. 604, man! Wow, throwing a deadly missile. By the way, throwing a deadly missile is usually restricted to, like, bows and stuff. Landrigan says Florida is the Australia of the U.S. Yes, and some would argue that Australia is the Florida of the world. Much love. Wow. So another overreacting asshole. So obviously wasn't to do with this guy. Sarasota man faces charges after offering an undercover police money for oral sex. He's like, yo, I'll give you $10 if you suck this dick. Like, what? Like, that man has way too much confidence in his abilities to even pick up a cheap hooker. I mean, even his face in this mugshot is like, whatever, bitch, you should have taken the $10 and sucked my dick. Like, what? What? Damn. This happened in December. Damn it, this is all 2023 carryover. Sad panda. He said he was planning to leave his 4-year-old child in the back seat in the car while he went into the hotel room. Wow, he was a terrible human being. Wow. Click. Elderly Pensacola man with cane arrested for trying to rob Synovus Bank with a knife. When did this happen? Friday morning of last week. Okay. Something like that. Gosh. Anywho, Pensacola police officers arrested an elderly man Friday morning after he allegedly tried to rob a Synovus Bank. Mike Wood, long and hard, the Pensacola Police Department spokesperson, told the News Journal that 74-year-old Randall Digsby walked into a bank with a knife and his cane and took a small amount of cash. Was it $3.50? She's like, I need $3.50. Goodness gracious. Wood said that the robbery attempt took place at 9:47 a.m. and the man was arrested outside the bank just 2 minutes later when he was rushing away from the scene on his cane. Armed robbery, there were no injuries, and the stolen money was recovered. Well, I'd hope he didn't somehow stash it in his mad dash out of the bank that took him apparently 2 minutes. Or you guys probably met him at the door. It's probably like, oh, now I just need to get away. Yes. Oh, I'm almost free. Oh, what are those pretty lights outside? Oh. Well, shit. Yeah, like, does this guy just not want to go back to, like, the nursing home? So he's like, I'll give jail a try. Yes. Damn. Florida woman hurls mac and cheese pickled sausage at store owner in wild rampage. Mercy Thomas, who was also accused of stealing the shop owner's cell phone and later attacking one of them. Wow, that escalated quickly. Oh, she looks lovely. She looks like, look at that face. She's like, I'll do it again. Damn. A 23-year-old Florida woman is facing a slew of charges after allegedly starting a one-woman food fight at a convenience store. Wow. Mercy Thomas, hell of a name, Mercy, is accused of launching multiple food items at a gas station convenience store owners, a husband and wife, before assaulting them, according to the arrest affidavit. On January 6th, around 10:30 p.m., police say surveillance footage captured Thomas entering the store and throwing a container of mac and cheese after yelling at the owner per the document. Wow. Yeah, per the document. That's not the right inflection point for that kind of speech. Just saying. Thomas also threw potato wedges on the ground, police say. When the store owner's when the store owner attempts to get Thomas and the woman she was with to leave, Thomas pushes over a container of pickled sausages, causing them to scatter all over the floor. She just dropped that meat to the floor. The shop owners threatened to call police while they were trying to get a picture of a license plate of a car the woman had arrived in. Thomas allegedly snatched the wife's new iPhone and ran towards the road, per the document. See, if this was California, that new iPhone would only be worth about $900 and she'd get off scot-free. Anyway, Thomas pointed toward the road as if the phone had been thrown out in the road. Wow. Whilst that was happening, the husband opened the door of the wife's car to turn off the engine and was allegedly punched in the head by the woman Thomas was with. Then Thomas allegedly joined the beatdown and struck him from behind before both women fled the scene. It's always a party down in grand old Florida. And now for our first bit of drug-related butt drug-related articles. Butt drugs. Butt drugs. That's what it is. Yep. Florida man hides meth in his butt cheeks after hitting a paraplegic bicyclist. Is this the bicyclist? Or are they just meth buddies? They look like meth buddies. Damn, you see those dead eyes? Like, fuck. Goodness gracious. Wow, this one doesn't format correctly. That's dumb. A hit-and-run incident involving a paraplegic bicyclist led to the arrest of a Florida man and woman who were found carrying methamphetamine, as per the sheriff's office. Tommy says, gotta run. Have a stream to attend. Be well. Goodbye. Anyway, the collision occurred near Sesame Boulevard around 5:54 p.m., where the Ford hatchback reportedly hit the bicyclist, identified as Stephen Watkins. At least it wasn't Stephen Walking, because he doesn't do that. Anyway, the former detention deputy at the sheriff's office. Oh, he was a sheriff's detention officer. Yeah, he'd been paralyzed from the chest down due to staph infection contracted at work. So, they're tracking down the vehicle. They found it. They stopped it. The driver was 48-year-old Clara Smith. And Crosswell was her passenger. Crosswell, the butt-cheek man. He had what in his wear? Well, duh. Keister stashing is very popular among convicted felons. Gosh, do they look like law-abiding citizens? I don't think so. Crosswell admitted he was driving the car when he hit the cyclist. Wow. He just admitted it. He didn't realize he'd hit anyone? What? The vehicle bore damage corresponding to the incident. Well, duh. He thought he struck a cab. Or curb. Yeah, right. A crystal-like substance was found in Smith's purse, which was later confirmed to be amphetamines. The police also found methamphetamine concealed on Coswell. As captured by body footage, the substance was found in between his butt cheeks. Do we want to watch the body cam footage of them pulling the butt cheek stuff out? No, I don't think we probably shouldn't. In the footage, one of the deputies warns Crosswell of potential for police investigation in the removal of the substance, asked if he could manually reach it. Assisting the deputies, Crosswell was able to remove the substance, which was subsequently confiscated. They're like, hey, buddy, we don't really want to reach into your ass crack. Could you just give us that? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Wow. He was just like, yeah, you caught me. Now this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Which Central Florida county has the highest transmission rate for STDs? Let's find out. Writing this one was Anthony Talcott of clickorlando.com. Digital journalist. Yeah. The latest data from the Florida Department of Health shows a county-by-county breakdown of STD rates across the state in 2022. Oh boy. 170,000 reported cases, roughly 2% increase from 2021. Yummy. Go down and find you some beach hose. Gross. Anyway, Central Florida rates. They just showed northern counties like Gadsden, Leon, and Hamilton had the worst transmission rates statewide. Gadsden, Leon, and Hamilton counties. Don't go there if you want to poke. Central Florida's rates were skew a bit lower in comparison, though some counties in the region were higher than others. So, here it is. Chlamydia. So, for bacterial... Wait, is this an interactive thing? This is an interactive thing. Oh my gosh. So, breakdown of STD transmission rates by Florida County in 2022. Rate per 100,000 people. We're looking at statistics. So, Brevard County had 467.6 cases per 100,000 people. Okay. Flagler had 323. Orange County, per 100,000 people. That's 1,110.3 STDs. Bacterial STDs, by the way. That's how many people out of 100,000 had bacterial STDs. Not counting chlamydia, which was 696 in Orange County. Wow. Polk County. We hear a lot about Polk County. They have apparently 486.9 cases of chlamydia for every 100,000 people. That is a lot. That's like 5,000 people walking around that place just fucking... Polk County has 729 bacterial STDs. What about gonorrhea? Let's look at gonorrhea. These were lower rates. Orange County brought it back in at 291.8 per 100,000. Damn. You're right, Landrian. I agree. What are the crab levels? It depends on the season, sir. Anywho, let's look at syphilis. Syphilis can drive you insane, by the way. Ooh. So, syphilis cases was 25, and then Orange County had 26.4. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Orange County had the highest rate of all. Polk County had the second highest rate. Yeah, like we saw that. Mutual monogamy. Only have... So what is this? To avoid contracting STDs... state health officials offer the following tips. Wow, this is some controversial shit. Monogamy, only have sex with one person who you trust. Wow. Use condoms. Whoa. Don't push your, like, I don't know. Are people still up in arms about contraception? Have fewer partners. That's usually covered by monogamy, but okay, if you feel like you have to say it again, that's fine. The more sexual partners you have, the more you increase your risk. No shit. The more dirty holes you stick your dick in, the more likely it is to be dirty when you pull it back out. Just saying. Blair to Blair says avoid glory holes. I feel like that might be blasphemy down in Florida. Because Florida is a crazy place. Get vaccinated. They're always pushing those vaccines, damn it. But seriously, get vaccinated for STDs. Those, especially if you're in Florida. Especially if you're in Orange County, Florida. Or Polk County, Florida. And you're a slut. Or a whore. Anyway, get tested. Yeah, especially if you live in Florida. Get tested. Wow. Practice abstinence. Avoid sex means avoiding STDs. So monogamy, have fewer partners. Just don't do it. They bounced all over the place on their advice. I think Blair to Blair's is far more applicable. Avoid glory holes. Wow. So, just another quick look at the charts here. Okay. So, watch the numbers here. So, this is 1,100 cases of bacterial STDs. That's kind of stuff that you get from lack of hygiene a lot of times. Y'all need to just take a bath in Orange County. All right. Chlamydia, Orange County again, but this time down to 696. Nice. Gonorrhea drops down again to only 291. And syphilis bringing it in at 26.4. Damn, Orange County. And here's the crazy part. These ain't even the highest numbers because they said right here that Gadsden, Leon, and Hamilton counties were worst. Were worse than that. They were the worst. And I'm just saying, it's worse than Orange County. And Orange County had like 1% or some weird shit like that. What is it? My brain is broken right now because that is like Gadsden, Leon, and Hamilton. Is that like the whore capitals of Florida? Is that where everybody goes just to like, hey, I got $10. Don't be a cop. I got $10. I need you to wax the pickle. But anyway, damn, Florida. Damn, Orange County. Don't stick your dick in anything in Orange County, Florida. Or Gadsden. Jeez. Homeless Florida man arrested for sitting on a sidewalk near downtown Orlando. So I am curious about this. Just saying. Landrigan laughing his ass off about not sticking your dick in anything in Orange County. A homeless man was arrested Friday for sitting on the sidewalk on Monday. In Florida, no, that didn't make any sense. Homeless man was arrested in Florida for sitting on the sidewalk on Monday. Like, what? This is kind of weird. So Orlando police approached 62-year-old Paul Clark, who was sitting on the sidewalk in front of a Taco Bell, according to a report obtained by local station WESH. So this is according to a report from them. I always read that inflection wrong. I have no idea why. Clark is a homeless and known to law enforcement, police said. Officers told Clark he's not allowed to sit on the sidewalk multiple times. What? As they attempted to arrest Clark, he became irate and began hitting his head on plastic partition in the police cruiser. He got arrested for sitting down too many times? What? Earlier that day, Orlando City Council passed an ordinance that prohibits blocking streets and sidewalks. This is the first reported arrest of the new ordinance. So him sitting down for a minute was blocking the sidewalk and he got arrested for it. That seems a bit excessive. Before the ordinance's passage, a homeless services network asked the council to consider a revision of the text to avoid profiling the homeless individuals. That kind of stuff sounds like it's targeting the homeless individuals, so good luck. Anyway, commissioners in favor of the ordinance said it targets deliberately disruptive actors and is not meant to profile a specific group. Clark was charged with sitting on sidewalks in the downtown core district. He is being held on a $250 bond. So they literally haul his ass to... So let me get this straight. Okay. So in California, you can rob a motherfucking train and you won't even see the inside of a jail. They'll give you a summons that they hope you'll show up for. But in Florida, if you sit down on the sidewalk, you get arrested and held on a $250 bond. $250 fucking dollars. You usually have to pay 10% of that to get out. That's $25, right? I mean, maybe. No. It's like, I mean, come on. Let's just be real here. How could they be two completely opposite places but still have the same level of insanity running through their streets? Yes, California has a little bit more shit in their streets, quite not figuratively, but literally. But Florida seems to have a whole mess of shit about like hiding stuff in your butt, crashing your car while you're all drunk and stuff. Don't get it. Don't get it at all. Man 55 arrested again for trying to steal his father's SUV, this time at knife point. Yeah. Here's all, like, let's just take a quick look at all of his wonderful photos, shall we? Wow. So, you can see the progression over the years of drug use, and then he attempted to clean himself up. Ooh. Oh, man. That makes him look like a winner right there. Skip ad. You know what? How about we just go back and sit? Damn. Lady Lake, Florida. A Florida man with a history. Fine, I won't zoom in anymore. Piece of shit. Why are you not? It's frozen. I think I froze it with the thing. Hold on. We're gonna try. Ha! Holy crap! That's application error. Okay, fine. We won't find out how many times he's stolen his dad's SUV. Gosh. Here's from clickorlando.com again. So, the herpes monkeys. Okay, let's talk about the nearly 200 Reese's macaques at Silver Spring State Park have been found to have herpes, and they will give it to you freely. Just have some herpes. It's so good for you to have herpes. You should just have it. Anyway, when it comes to Florida wildlife, the first animals that come to mind are usually alligators, sharks, or manatees. However, monkeys are also a staple within Central Florida. Wow. That's great. These monkeys, called Reese's macaques, or Rhesus, I don't really know, were originally brought to Florida by the manager of a glass bottom boat operation who released 6 on an island in the Silver River to attract tourists. However, the monkeys swam away from the island into the surrounding forest, breeding and increasing their numbers over the years. While the population of monkeys has reached a high of 400 at some points, trapping and removal efforts have kept them from getting out of hand. Wow. And as of 2015, there was reportedly 190 inside the park. Nowadays, the monkeys can be found throughout the state. Wow, says sightings like these stem from groups of monkeys in Silver Spring. Okay, aside from environmental concerns, these monkeys pose a threat to public health, as the monkeys in Florida have tested positive for herpes B. What? How did you do that? The CDC states that this is an extremely rare case, but it can lead to severe brain damage or even death. The virus, transmitted by monkeys through bites, scratches, or contact with bodily fluids. In addition, they may become aggressive. Wow. Goodness gracious. They have a monkey tracker. Look at this. Orange County has 19 sightings. But they have so many STDs, and herpes wasn't on that list. Oh my gosh. But 92 of them in Marion County. I wonder what their herpes rates look like. Anyway, wow. 1 captured, 1 found dead, 1 captured. If you've confirmed that there are 92, why don't you get rid of the rest? Gosh. Like, goodness gracious. Like, seriously. 92. That is a lot of monkeys. Never approach or offer food to wild monkeys. Thank you. If a monkey is encountered, keep children close and pets leashed. Duh. Dispose of uneaten food and garbage in closed trash containers. If bitten or scratched, immediately wash the wound and call the National Bee Virus Resource Center. Okay. And if you observe a wild monkey that poses a threat, call the Wildlife Hotline. An operator will be with you shortly. Observations outside of the core population in Silver Spring should be reported by calling the Exotic Species Hotline. Sweet. Sweet. There are 92 monkeys with herpes or whatever, right? It's herpes. Yeah, it's herpes. 92 monkeys with herpes. Hail to Toxic Man Flu. How much time have you spent in Marion County, Toxic Man Flu? Because there's 92 monkeys with herpes. And apparently it's spread all over the state, bro. Like, look at all of these. There's one monkey in Sarasota, but I mean, come on, one monkey with herpes these days. Oh my gosh, that's gonna unleash hell on people. Like, holy shit. Herpes, monkeys. No, that's not South Park. It's real life. Fuck. Florida man busted creeping through backyards with underwear around his neck, claiming it's just exercise. He was exercising and used the underwear to stay warm. Yeah, those eyes scream trustworthiness. Like, what? Anyway, Florida authorities arrested a man they say was discovered prowling around a backyard with underwear around his neck. Cape Coral police said that they arrested Troy Dean Stewart, 35, after someone called 911. Well, they probably should have. Police said that they discovered Stewart in an empty lot, lying on his stomach between a hedge and a bush near a seawall. He was wearing an outfit matching the description of the prowler and also a pair of navy underwear around his neck. Stewart reportedly told the police he was exercising and wanted to run along the canal. He said the underwear around his face was to protect him from the cold. Yeah, you know, them Fruit of the Looms really keep my underwear, my face nice and warm. Uncle Cletus? No, Cousin Troy. That's right. It's Cousin Troy. Getting caught with panties around his face saying he's just, you know, give me a break. Now, when they say navy, do they mean the color? Or do they mean, where does that go, you think? Let's see where that goes. Underwear. That is totally what. If you click on the link in the Messenger's thing, it takes you to a search for underwear. Yep. Police said that Stewart said he was hiding because two men confronted him, as they should have. A neighbor told police that two bonsai trees were stolen from their yards, valued at $7,000. Officers say they discovered the bonsai tree at Stewart's home, but they were not the stolen plants. What? Neighbors said that they were stolen, and then police officers said that they discovered the bonsai trees, the two bonsai trees, at Stewart's home, but they were not stolen plants. How are they the trees and not the stolen plants? Fucking figure out your details. Gosh. Stewart was charged with loitering and prowling. It is unclear whether he will appear in court or if he has an attorney. Well, I would assume that Cousin Cletus here, Cousin Troy, my bad. Troy Dean Stewart. Yeah, no, man, I was just exercising. This shit's just to keep me warm. I really like them Hanes, man. No, I wasn't in nobody's backyard. Yeah, I got bonsai trees, but that don't mean shit. Man, where is this going? What you mean I'm getting arrested? Man. And his eyes are just like, I will murder your children. Anyway, now this one, man. The title of this article, by the way, is Don't Do Anus Fentanyl. All right. I'm assuming PJ Media had to change the title so that they, like never do fentanyl. And they're like, all right, fine. Anal fentanyl is too specific. But this gentleman has anal fentanyl. And if you don't know what anal fentanyl looks like, it's this pink powder right here. Yeah. And that guy's way too happy about it. He's like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Can we do that again? Oh my gosh. Whatever else you might say about Florida man, anyone who can smile like that for their mugshot after police pulled an ounce or two of fentanyl out of his anus has certainly figured out his role in life. Indeed. Holy shit. The arrest took place in February. Last February, obviously. What? This is old news, I guess. It was published January 12th this year, but okay. Anyway, in February, when police were searching Florida man's home for drugs, the story doesn't say why, but your guess is probably pretty close. While he was already on probation for, drumroll please, drugs. No shit. And did they ever find some? Once at the jail, a cavity search was being conducted when a chunk of purple powder fell out of his anus. I'm sorry, I need to address this question real quick about the previous article we were covering. Toxic Man Flu says, wait, he was using the underwear as a mask for prowling? Yes. Anywho, he stashed even more fentanyl under the seat of the patrol car during his arrest. Smart man. Which also seems to have come from his anus. So he just shit on the patrol car, and you guys say he tries to stash it. I see how it is. I mean, whatever. I assume it came from a drug factory in Mexico, not originally his anus. You're funny. You're a funny person. Who wrote this? Stephen Green. Yeah, I should have known it was a guy. It's actually funny. Anyway, jeez. So much anus fentanyl spilled that the cruiser was out of action for 3 months. Wow. Folks, this is why you don't never do fentanyl, because you have no idea where that fentanyl has been, all right? As always, 1 point awarded to each category when I say so. I don't know what that means, but this guy here had more than an ounce of fentanyl in his ass. In his anus. I mean, holy crap, man. This is say 32 grams. That's a lot of fentanyl. Even if it's not in somebody's butt, that's a lot of fentanyl. But at the same time, that is a fucking shitload of fentanyl to put in your butt. I mean, not that I have personal experience with it, but I mean, hail to release the McCracken. He says, fecanol. Yep. Yeah. Ew. Florida man throws beer can, fires AR-15 rifle after being upset by drivers speeding in his neighborhood. This mugshot is the whole reason that I wanted to read this article. Look at that man's face. He looks like a strange crossbreed between like an Ewok and the fat guy from the Shaun of the Dead movie and all that other. I can never remember his name. But seriously, Ewok mixed with the weird fat guy. Just saying. Man. Polk County. Go figure. I mean, come on. Polk County, what's wrong with you? A Polk County man is facing felony charges after investigators say his temper raced as a vehicle sped past his house. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Grady Judd, wow, Proctor told investigators he threw a beer can at a vehicle because it was speeding in a neighborhood and then confronted the driver about going too fast. That's when, according to his sheriff, he was going to get his AR-15 rifle. And there it is. Him and his custom-built AR-15. He went into his house, and when he comes out with his rifle, and dude shoots 3 times. Sheriff Judge stated, once in the air and twice in the ground. Well, first of all, if you're shooting a gun like that in the air, expect to kill something and go to jail for a really long time. Anyway, deputies say Proctor told them he didn't do it, but Sheriff Judd says there's neighbor video that says he did. There he is. He's like, well, fuck. That look on his face literally just says, oh, fuck. He was arrested for aggravated assault. If you're that stirred up, just call us. We'll deal with it. And you won't end up in jail charged with a felony. Well, I got news for you. You're probably not going to deal with it. What kind of speed traps are you going to set up in residential neighborhoods that are going to have any lasting effects? I'm not saying it's okay that this guy decided he was going to start shooting a gun in the residential neighborhood, but still, I mean, what are you patrol guys going to do about it? Hail to Jason Fox from 540 Studio. You missed a lot, bro. You need to go back and check out the replay of this shit. Like, for real. Because hot damn. So it showed how special Florida is. A lot of people got really upset about their food and assaulting people with food. And God knows what else they decided was going on in their brains and stuff. Like anus fentanyl, butt crack meth, several DUIs. Let's see. The STD levels by Florida County. Yep. Stay out of Orange County if you want to stick your dick in anything. And Polk County too. Don't go to Polk County. Don't go to Polk for a poke. It's a bad idea. Blech. Man. I will once again say, Florida, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, yo. What in the name of God is going down in Florida right now? It's like they're all on drugs, ladies and gentlemen. It's like they're all on butt crack meth and anus fentanyl at the same time. Like, what the fuck? And that was, I found 27 articles in less than a week about Florida without even looking for them. They were literally the ones that just casually popped up in my feed while I was scrolling Reddit and shit. 27 in a week. Granted, some of that shit was from last year and they fucking lied. And it's not new, Florida man. But whatever. Gosh. Florida man and woman is a real thing. It is indeed. You are not wrong, my friend. You are 110% accurate. But like I said, it just kind of makes me want to go to Florida even more. I'm in the boring ass suburbs of Colorado. Ain't nothing happened here. Nothing that gets reported. You don't see Colorado man news, and when you do, it's like, that's boring. You know, like Colorado man crashes into tree skiing. Police say he was experienced, but drunk as shit. High, stoned as fuck. You know what Colorado's known for? Asshole drivers. Seriously. That's what Colorado's known for. Like, terrible, worst drivers ever. And the worst part is like half of the shit drivers there are the transplants, and the other half are actually Colorado natives. And I'm like, how do you not know how to drive in the snow? What is wrong with you? Yeah, it's negative 16 degrees. That doesn't, like, four-wheel drive does not mean four-wheel stop, you psycho fucks. Hi, welcome to Colorado. I hope you like dying. Blech. Colorado or Denver? Yes. The more remote you are, the less asshole the drivers are because there's less of them. So it like the asshole meter kind of just increases the more densely populated it gets. In the area that I'm at, which I will not reveal the exact location thereof, but I'll tell you, per 100,000 drivers in my area, 999 of them. No, I would go even further and say probably 9,000 of those 100,000 don't give a shit if you die because of them. They're just like, fuck you, I'm here first. The other ones are oblivious. They're like looking at their phones. They're just all like, oh yeah, I'm going 55 down a hill that's got 2 blind turns. I don't need to pay attention for that. My car has cruise control. And then, of course, when you have the major interstates in your area, you get assholes from all over the United States. It's so fabulous. And I've got to say, the worst fucking drivers in the world are still Californians. Still. Okay? Still Californians. They're fucking stupid, especially when it snows. They're like, oh my gosh. They're either like, I need to go 3 miles an hour or I'm going to have a heart attack. Or they're like, oh, well, my car has new tires on it. It'll be fine. And then they just crash and they die. Like, I went up to work 2 days ago. No, my wife and I went to the store. That's what it was. The store is less than 10 minutes away from our house. Okay? Keep that in mind. We drive up to the store. We get like 3 things, taking a total of like maybe 5 to 7 minutes, get back to the car and start driving back down the hill. And in that time frame, the road went from clear to having a flipped Jeep and a crashed other kind of SUV. Wasn't really paying attention to the make and model. And like 2-3 cops just swarmed around it with a tow truck. And I'm all like, it hasn't even been 20 minutes since I went past this spot. How the fuck does this even happen? When my car breaks down, or I have been in crashes in the past, it takes like the tow truck alone like 2.5 hours to get there, and just appears there out of nowhere on the blind ass hill with 2 dead turns. Like, you're dude, Colorado is going crazy. All right, and it's in a construction zone too. There's always construction in Colorado. Anyway, there's local Colorado news. Everything's cold, snow covered, bullshit, and everyone's angry. Back to you, Susie. Fuck. I mean, hot damn. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the last 2 minutes of the show. So I'm just going to call it and bounce. And I'll see you guys on Meltdown here in a little bit. I don't know what we're talking about. And that's probably a bad thing. But they'll forgive me because I'll say something stupid. They'll all laugh and it'll be great. Anyway, yeah, that's not a great attitude to have in life, by the way. You should be like, I'm going to do better. You shouldn't be like, well, fuck. Because if that's your whole attitude, then let's be honest, it's not a great attitude. But anyway, I'm going to say bye now. So bye-bye. Stay sexy. Don't get murdered. And as always, have a wonderful time.